What's up, folks? I forgot to plug in my goddamn microphone. So here comes 2 hours of post commentary. Ugh. I thought I was like above dumb mistakes like that. Pretty sure I just started the game. It's like, alright, let's do it. I'm just gonna talk to myself for a bunch. But I guess that's what I do normally. Okay. I mean... Oh yeah, this is picking up right after I got murdered by big ol' orange green ball throwing, I forget what they're called. It's not Hell Knights. What are they called? I want to do this for 2 hours. I'd rather play the game or play Fallout 4 because I have to do more stuff. It's I'm out of footage. What are those things called? Doom scans? Better get that rocket launcher out. There it is. How many more of those do I need? Oh, all. Another 4. These guys are basically just Hell Knights that they can throw stuff. But the Gauss cannon is good for dealing with punk bitches. Oh. And those things suck. Because they do a bit of damage and are super loud. Super loud. But they look cool when they charge at you. Well, they look cool in general. This game just all around looks super good. I mean, I'm not playing it on Ultra, but high is still good, right? And it runs decently okay, but a pattern that seems to be emerging is that every 40 minutes, or every, like after beating a mission and loading a new one, it just poops. Oh, arrow to the knee, Skyrim. And also that lever. Which I need to go back and find all those. Because apparently in each mission there's, I guess, a lever or something you activate to access fragments of the Doom Classic maps. And then apparently after you get them all you can play the entire I don't know about the entire thing. There it is. Looking dope. Sorry, I didn't get much sleep. Like 4 hours. Yeah, there it is. Doom Classic. I would really like to play through the classic levels as well. But I'd like to do it once I get all the fragments and just get it done in one fell swoop. And thankfully, since this new Doom follows the... I'm checking for secrets because I can't remember if there are any in there in the original game. And now I'm checking the tutorial. So here you can read about it real quick. I can't see because the resolution's low on Sony Vegas. Just what I'm playing it from, so I can't read what that says, but I'm pretty sure it said you can play the classic levels from loading up your profile. I think you get 1 level per little secret you find or something like that. If I'm incorrect, feel free to correct me. But, I'm pressing that reload button. But, yeah, that'd be something So I'm definitely gonna go back and just play this game for fun. Probably, well, I don't know, either on stream, randomly, or I'll do a super ultra hard mode run and 100% on my other channel. Let's get some challenges in there. I don't like those dudes either because they're also very loud. Oh good, just a bunch of loud shit. Need that. Let's see, how far did I get? To 2 hours. I can't remember the last thing I did. Oh, yeah, I do. And one of the tips when the game loads says demons sometimes fight each other, and here's a good example of that. I'm guessing if I ever do play like on super hard mode or whatever, that's going to be my main strategy, is to just sit back and let them murder each other. Because from what Enhanced Slow-Mo was saying in one of the comments is that ammo drops are increased on lower difficulties. And, you know, enemies take more damage and do more damage. But it's definitely apparent that there is an overabundance of ammo and power-ups. I mean, I don't know, maybe because I'm just so pro. I'm not. But I don't need like half the shit that's out there, except for a few select times, and that's all that's including that I always forget that I have a goddamn chainsaw that gives you a shitload of ammo when you kill something with it. Oh, and here's the other question I posed. I don't know if I have the upgrade for this thing that gives increased headshot damage, but I mean, does everywhere on these dudes count as a headshot because they're just a big old head? Oh, I guess I got arms and legs, tiny arms and legs, but oh, still. Expect to hear a lot of me puffing on my e-cig because I got nothing better to do. In other news, I defragmented my entire hard drive down to 0%. Took an entire day. That bitch is quick. So I'm hoping, because another thing with Windows 10 and the thing I showed off, I don't know if it was in this video or the one previous or something, but there's a process called System and Compressed Memory, which is basically the page file process, which uses sections of your hard drive as backup RAM or something like that. But I can't remember what I read about it. I think it, like, when it's accessing it, it compresses it for easier use or something like that, and just goes back and forth compressing it. So, you know, now with 0% fragmentation down from 38% of that sumbitch, I think I'm gonna be alright. Because, I mean, I could also use some more RAM, and a new graphics card would hurt, but hard drive's fine. I don't have a solid state, maybe that would be an investment. Processor's fine. It's not the best, but it's decent.
And in his conquest against the blackened souls of the doomed, his prowess was shown. In his crusade, the Seraphim bestowed upon him terrible power and speed, and with his might he crushed the obsidian pillars of the blood temples. He set forth without pity upon the beasts of
Okay. Again, I think that story is either pertaining to the first Doom game, maybe it's just some made up shit, or like another Doom game, like maybe Doom 64 or Doom 2 or something. Again, another example of demons attacking each other, but it's basically a bunch of douchebag bully imps killing the peasant demons, so that ain't cool. I'm supposed to kill the peasant demons. And there's the thing. I've been doing pretty good on those. I think I've only missed like 2 or 3, so that's good. There's not really too many bonuses I want from that. The dexterity stuff is kind of cool, like switching weapons faster and climbing stuff faster. I forget what the last one is. Glory kills or I don't know, something. I don't remember what that one was. Oh, what are we upgrading? But as far as the ones here that are actually useful is the damage reduction, I guess. The specialty items is okay. I forget what the second one was. Shit. I can't see it in this resolution. Is that... Oh, that was like the secrets on the map. That one's cool. For 100%. Without having to use a walkthrough or anything. That's another... That's another thing I'm unsure about, is like when you go back and replay levels, does it load your progress from the previous level, or your best progress from the previous level? You know, if you collected all this stuff and killed everything, would it load that up? Or if you didn't do that, would you still have, you know, what you got at the time? Anyway, it's time for the medal. And shit is gonna get real serious here in a little bit. I'm doing alright. Quad damage helps. And it's gone. Another thing Enhanced Slow-Mo said was that, you know, some battles have like up to 25 imps shooting shit at you while you're trying to do shit, so that's gonna be great. Those guys... They seem to take an unnecessary amount of damage for how annoying they are. I never thought they would be like super beefcakey, but they can take damage. And they just sit in the back and shoot missiles at you, which is great. Oh, missed the thing. Man, the music's good. It's like abstract death metal-y awesome stuff. Now here's where the shit really starts hitting the fan. 2 of these sons of bitches. Oh. So close. Missed the glory kill. Mistake was probably using the quad damage at the beginning, fighting the pleb enemies. And I also contemplate whether or not it's better to hit the number keys to switch weapons, or use the Q radial menu. I'm still not sure. Because now it goes up to like 8. when your fingers are on WASD, it's a far reach for your pointer finger to get there. If you're looking for stuff at the back of the list. So that's a bastard. And I mean, that slows down time, as you can see, so why not just use that? I think I might just use that instead, but I don't know. I've gotten so accustomed to where the weapons are on the things now. As far as, just on side notes, as far as like my favorite guns so far, it's probably plasma rifle and super shotgun. This plasma rifle just shoots tons of ass-kickery bullets, and the super shotgun is just dope. Does crazy damage when you're up in their face. Other than that, the ones I don't like the best is the chain gun so far. I don't have all the upgrades for it, but it seems a little weak sauce. So it takes like a full clip to kill this dude, I'm pretty sure. But he is, you know, like a... what are they called? Doom Lord? That sounds kinda right. There it is. They really did good with this game, bringing it back to like the old school Doom feel. Because you move quick and shit on things. It's great. And the music's great. Game looks great. The story is whatever. Well, maybe there's some huge, awesome twist. So, we'll see. We'll see. But so far, I'm not concerned about the story too much as I'm concerned about running around killing things. Which is how it's supposed to be, right? That's what Doom's about. Well, I don't know. Back in the day, they didn't really emphasize story on much of games. Like Diablo 1. Oh, there's a cathedral, and it's got some dudes that spout up some I forget the word. But some dudes that just monologue. Supposition? Is that right? Is that what supposition is? I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Oh. We got some stuff. Oh, this is just real creepy and awkward. It's Robot Man Scientist, and he's just groping the tomb or whatever you start out from. It just lingers on him for way too long, and there you go. It's a nice house, or a nice room. Someone is quite into the death metal, it seems. And there's the thing. Done. And the music's good. You say that? It's real good. Yep, only an hour and 40 more minutes to go. But here you'll see what I'm talking about. With the whole loading of the level thing. Because as you've seen from the previous 30 minutes, there's no frame rate dips really. Then it has to load a new level, and it's all like, I don't feel so good, says the computer. Now it's super slow.
The Argent Tower is destroyed. The portal can no longer be closed from this side. The hell energy flows from a location in their world we call...
Sorry, my chair is so squeaky.
But you've returned. The only flesh and blood to walk between dimensions. So there may be a way.
Yeah, and now it's chugging like a son of a bitch. Spoiler alert. At some point I quit out the game. And that's the other thing too which blows is that
Sega is trying to access Olivia's files. If you can get to the nearest terminal, we will provide you with information. That's all for now.
another thing that blows is that you can't just say quit to the main menu, reload, and it's all good. You have to fully exit the game. I think it's the way... I don't know. I'm guessing. If I had to give an educated guess, it's just the way the game loads the levels that it's still keeping previous files fully loaded from other stuff. From, like, the previous level. Instead of just wiping it clean and starting from the beginning or something. Maybe the RAM just gets worked up and I don't have enough of it. Because if I understand how RAM works correctly, a program grabs it, grabs it from your computer and like keeps it in use, and only gives it up if it absolutely has to. Otherwise, it's like that memory is being used now. So maybe because I'm going from one level to the next, I don't have enough juice to just keep going. Because another thing is, my computer does not meet the minimum requirements for this game. I'm still playing it on high though. So eat shit. Yeah, there's problems, but gamers nowadays, newfangled gamers are all crybabyish about, if a game doesn't run perfect all the time, it looks like the sweetest piece of candy, and it's poop. It's poop and should go back to the 2000s, the early 2000s. But I'm from old school times. I was playing on the NE goddamn S. Here comes the restart. So, going from pixel graphics to this shit is like, bam, son. And I'm fine with however it looks, but also kind of on both sides of the fence here, because I'm making these videos for YouTube, so I want to have them at the highest quality so people can enjoy it for what it's, what it's worth. But my computer's not good enough. I could, like I said, I could upgrade it, or I could just buy a new one and turn this one into the, see, here we go, frame rate fine. I can turn this one into, like, the work computer / video processing computer. But probably just work computer, because to make it for video processing, I would have to get a big enough external hard drive and transfer the files over. Hopefully it wouldn't take all day to do that. Then I'd have to render them in there and upload them from there, which isn't a big deal.
Olivia has an artifact in her private lab that we've been studying for years. I believe you can use it to find the answers you seek. It bears your mark.
Olivia's personal laboratory is not part of the registered facilities database. Alpha-level clearance will be required to locate it. Granted.
You can access her Lazarus facility from the north sector of the Advanced Research Complex. about 80 kilometers away.
I'll bring the tram power online to take you there, but you'll need a UAC corporate facilities clearance card to activate it. There is a security station nearby.
Anywho, but yeah, my conundrum is spend a couple grand on a new computer, or spend maybe $1 grand, probably less, on just some new parts for this one. God damn, this game is metal as hell. That's awesome. It's just full of the action times. The music is so good and fits so well. Just feels like, you know, an old style Doom game, but, you know, brought to the future. Which is good. I enjoyed Doom 3. I hear that most people didn't. I know that some of my friends, all they can complain about is how, oh, well, you can't hold the flashlight, you shoot your gun at the same time, unless you buy this version. I'm like, well, it's supposed to be kind of scarier, that's what they're trying for, so chill the fuck out. I almost died there. It's fine. Just gotta punch this thing in the face. But yeah, I thought Doom 3 was okay. I had fun with it. But I do think it was trying to be more of a, what's it called, like a horror game than what this shit is, which is like just brutal super demon murder fest, which is probably the words I would use to describe the first two, and maybe 64, I don't know, I haven't played that one. But they did a damn good job. Level design is good, game looks good, music's great, audio's great. Gameplay's fast and trigger happy and fluid. The whole no reloading thing, though, caught me off guard at the beginning, but seeing as how you can just flow into shooting things, then you pick up ammo. So I'm pretty sure Doom 1 had reloading. No, it didn't, did it? Nope, I don't think so. Alright. But yeah, I mean, it works good. They definitely sat down and said, how can we bring it back to what it was? And I think they nailed it. I like it quite a bit. It wasn't a huge fan of Doom 1, like Mark Engel is. But, that was mostly because I was getting lost all the goddamn time. So they did dumb some shit down, like, you know, waypoints and all that, but, you know, there's still secrets to get. There's still little areas that you don't even have to go to if you don't ever do so. And it'll reward you with power-ups or whatnots, which is nice. Doom 1, I was like, oh, go through this maze, find this keycard, alright, go back through that maze, but find the one direction you have to go in that maze, and use said keycard. Oh, and if you can find the arbitrarily placed secrets that are behind, you know, walls that look like just a normal everyday wall, then good for you. You get a little thing for it. And that was, I mean, it's an old game, so I can't say shit.